We are live. Oh, is it going to do that? Huh. Well, this could be troublesome. If my notes are on the camera backwards, there's no real reason for me to use them now, is there? All right, let me see what's going on with this. We're a little early anyway. Figured I'd turn the live stream on ahead of time. Okay, nope, it's good for you guys. So when I look at the camera, it's backwards, but for you guys, it's not. So that's good. Okay, I am going to copy and paste this and shoot it out into the Tribe world, and we'll go from there. Let's see. Here. Boom. Hopefully I'll interact with you guys. Maybe we'll take a couple breaks and go from there. But I have a few, points that I need to talk about today. And then I definitely want to be able to help you guys as well. And then we're going to make this a more common thing because interaction is tougher right now. So let's try and make more interactions. I'm going to bring this a little closer. Let's see, so that went out, so that's good. So what I'm gonna have to do is not watch that because that's backwards, that's gonna confuse me. All right, so text went out, we're live. There's 2 people on right now, not the biggest deal. I'm gonna give it an extra moment and then we'll get going on to this. So what I just wanted to talk about is a little nutrition check-in, a little wellness check-in, because I don't want people to start veering off into the wrong direction with a lot of things. And these are conversations I feel like I normally would be able to have with everybody in person, but since we're not interacting in person right now, I can't do that. So now's the time to just, go over a lot of things. So first off, I always encourage you guys, reach out, ask us questions, okay? I'm available all the time, whether it is a text message to the gym phone, whether it's an email, whether it's a Facebook message. I had a lot of responses this week to the questions that got sent out, and I'm still going through some of those emails and getting back to everybody. I love everybody that reached out and gave us, some actual human interaction, hearing about your families, hearing about what you're doing to, get through these times, and then some encouraging, thoughts back to us. That's wonderful. So that's that. Remember, no question is too small. A lot of people that keep saying, hey, I don't want to be a pest, and keep asking you a question every day about the workouts and this and that. If you would ask me the question in the gym, ask it to me now because we're here to help you. We need to be able to help you. Okay. Megan is working with 2 or 3 people right now on the PT side. And even though, so as actual clients online, whole hour sessions twice a week, a lot of insurance companies are doing 0 copays for digital telehealth right now. So if you have a nagging injury and Windsor was too far of a drive to go see Megan, right now might be a great time for you to hook up with her and do that. And then even on a lower level, just people that have some annoying, aches and pains have reached out to us, and we just filmed a quick video or just given them a quick 5-10 minute FaceTime session that we can give you some stretches and movements, and Megan's crushing it with that. So that's awesome. And you guys keep crushing it as well. I'm hearing a lot of people telling workouts are good. You guys crushing yourself. That's what I want to hear. Never really picked up on the pattern. Monday, lower body, Tuesday, upper body, Wednesday, full body, lower, upper, full. So it's kind of what we're going to keep rocking through all this, okay? So the first thing I wanted to go over is that dreaded habits. Word that a lot of you, still, I don't know if you're not taking it to heart or if you're just not ready to make that kind of connection. But no nutrition program is going to work. No fitness program is going to work. You're not actually going to get healthier until you change your habits doing it. So this is actually a really good time to work on that because I know a lot of people are talking about, if you don't learn something during this lockdown, you've wasted it. I don't want to necessarily go that far, but if you haven't learned something about yourself or you try to improve yourself on the smallest level, and that could be something as far as how you handle your anxiety through this. Okay, being a little bit less reactive and a little bit more, thought focused in our interactions with ourselves or others right now. So little things. So the first thing we all need to do is check in on our why. We posted that on our Instagram the other day, and why we're actually doing things. Okay, if it's I just want abs, that's a great maybe tertiary goal. But if everybody isn't eating and working out to be healthy, okay, the rest of the stuff kind of pales in comparison. From there, it can be whether or not you want to lose weight, build muscle, heart health, things like that. So if you were to look at number one goal, should always just be generally be healthier. After that, that's when it can be whether it's strength, heart health, weight loss, things like that. And then third, that's when we're talking about bigger arms, sexier abs, things like that. So if you can keep that kind of priority scale locked in, I think we're all going to have a better experience with ourselves going through this. So things that I want to kind of work on this week. I want you guys to give yourself 3 goals, okay, habit-based. 1 is going to be food, some sort of habit based around food, okay? 2, fitness, some sort of habit based around fitness. And then 3, yourself, some sort of habit based around your self-care, your self-wellness. So for me, here's what we're going to look at, okay? My 1 food habit this week is going to be meal timing. Because looking at myself right now, by the way, I didn't eat lunch today. I haven't eaten since 10 o'clock. Not good. It's 3 o'clock. That's way too long. Okay. My fitness goal is going to be post-workout stretching. Okay, and that's simply as I notice my knees getting a little tight, and I think that's because after I'm hitting these workouts, I'm just kind of going onto the couch, holding Thea, sitting on the floor, but I'm not stretching out to let that tissue kind of chill out. And my self-care is, we'll call it screen care. Okay, and I just definitely, I've been talking to a few people about it. I have been looking at screens so much more lately. So Megan has a pair. Megan also has glasses. I don't have glasses. I went online and I bought a pair of blue light glasses. Okay, so this is simply just to help take care of my eyes because I'm looking at my phone way more. I'm looking at the TV way more. I'm looking at laptops way more. So I definitely need to lock that in and take care of my eyes because I have really good eyesight and I'd hate to not have that just because 2 months straight of staring at TV screens longer. So blue light glasses. You can find them all over the place online. So that's what I'm going with. Okay. So I would love to, either email me your 3 habits, your food habit, your fitness habit, your self-care habit that you're going to work on this week. And if you email it to me today or tomorrow at the beginning of the week, at the end of the week, we can check back in and we can see how it went for you. Okay. So if you guys are really looking to lock in food, this is one thing I kind of wanted to, spend the bulk of the time on today. What to do. So 3 or 4 weeks ago now, we had sent out an email with a PDF with some kind of super simple, super general nutrition guidelines. So go back to that PDF, and what you're going to see on it is basically you want to eat 3 meals a day, 2 or 3 snacks a day. There is no measuring. It's just you picking quality items. And so what we can do is we can provide a list of proteins, carbohydrates, and fats for everybody, and vegetables that way you can eat a variety. But again, we're not measuring. We're just making sure that every time you eat, you get a quality protein, a quality carbohydrate, a quality fat, and a quality vegetable. Okay. If you do that for a week and you nail it, okay, so you plan out some meals, you nail it. Okay. Then we can go on to week 2 or phase 2, because realistically, if you don't nail week 1, you're still in week 1. So think of, I really wish I wrote this as phase 1. Okay. Phase 2, you can start measuring out your protein sources. Okay. If you want to just measure out that palm per meal, simplest. Okay. I think this is a great time to become more in tune with measuring tools, whether it's a scale, measuring cups, because we're home a lot more. We have that time. We have that ability to do this. So if you want the simplest way to figure this out, you should eat somewhere between 0.8 and 1.2 grams of protein, okay, per pound of body weight. That's real simple. So I weigh 200 pounds. So I would eat either somewhere between 160 and the 1.2 is going to be like 240. I don't need to go that high. I'm eating about 200. I like the 1-to-1 ratio, okay, because that's the easiest math. If you have an in-body scan, you can do that 1-to-1 ratio based off your lean body mass. Okay, so that basically accounts your body without fat, because that's not fat has no metabolic value. Okay, so when you look at our body, all the stuff we're made up of, our organs, our skin, our bones, our muscle, okay, have some sort of a metabolic load to them, metabolic value. They use things. Fat doesn't. Fat just sits there. So there's no reason to count our fat towards our metabolic load. So that's a real simple breakdown for that. Okay. Awesome. And then so if you can track your protein for a week and you nail it, sweet, you can go on to week 3 or like phase 3, whichever you want. And that's when you're going to start tracking calories. And that's basically you do that TDEE, total daily energy expenditure check. Talk to me. I'll give you a goal. And what I recommend for people is in the beginning, don't worry about how many grams of fat or protein fat and carbohydrate. If you know you're hitting your portions on protein, then start tracking your calories. So you'd have a goal. I don't care if it's 20% fat and 60% carbohydrate or 30-30, but you're going to end the day with your calorie goal. And that's simple. It doesn't lock you into being like, I can't eat any more fat now, but I have a lot of carbs, or vice versa. So it gives you more freedom and flux to like focus on just eating the calories without worrying about how much. Instead of measuring 3 things, it's pretty much measuring 2 in my mind. Okay. So with all this aside, I would love to talk to more people about that. So feel free to ask us questions. I can resend you that PDF if you didn't get it, or if you deleted the email or whatever, but go back and look. These are the 3 big things that we need to talk to ourselves about before we can actually progress with any sort of health or fitness plan. Okay. 1 is honesty. Okay. Are you saying your nutrition isn't working, but you're only tracking 70% of the things you eat? Because it's really easy to sneak in 200-300 calories every day in snacks that you just don't pay attention to. And you're like, oh, that's not going to bother me that much. Or when you get to the weekend and you eat a bunch of things and randomly it's 1,000 calories that you're not, being honest with yourself about eating. Or when you are really, really diligent, you're perfect Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, maybe half a Friday. And you're like, yeah, I didn't track as much over the weekend. I don't know why this diet's not working. It's because you're not doing the diet. When you look at it, that's 4 steps forward, 3 steps backward. That's going to be when you look at Monday through Friday, that's 4 days a week. And then Friday through Saturday and Sunday, 3, okay? That's 4 steps forward, 3 back. That's why your progress isn't slow. It's not the diet. It's not the plan. It's the fact that, could you imagine if you ran a race, you ran a marathon, you run 4 miles, you run back 3. Okay, that race is going to take you forever. So again, it's about being honest with what we're doing. Okay, it's also about being like honest of where we are and what we're trying to accomplish. So this is obviously getting into some deeper stuff, but we really just need to talk to ourselves about like what level of commitment we're ready to have. I would rather have you commit to something less intense and be able to do it than be the person that's like, yes, I'm ready to go hardcore, but you're not actually there. You're not ready to do it. Okay, being patient. So if we were to look at like a very adherent person hitting a decently, solid progress in weight loss, let's say you lose 5% of your body weight over a 2 or 3 month plan. Okay. That's something that everyone should be very happy about. I don't think a lot of people would appreciate that. And when you start looking at progress in those 3 month chunks and that like 5% progress, you start realizing that becoming like your leanest, healthiest self is a true over a year long plan. And when we can't like commit ourselves to, doing that for a long term, we're not going to see that progress. That's when you're going to spend those 2-3 months dieting and then just spend a month straight drinking and eating barbecue. And then you're actually worse off than when you started your nutrition plan. So that's one thing we have to be realistic with ourselves is pick a plan that you can do and never stop, or never stop completely. As long as you're doing the majority of what got you that progress, it's going to stay. And then self-reflect. Okay. It doesn't need to be after everything you do. I think a daily self-reflection is pretty solid. It doesn't have to be a journal. It can just be like, okay, did I actually do what I needed to? A weekly self-reflection, definitely. And even if you just like make a quick note every day, then you can look back and be like, well, on Monday and Tuesday, I didn't do this. So that's why I really didn't see that progress like I did the week before. Okay. For all our members, that challenge on Tribe, that app, it's not about some crash crazy diet. It's about giving you guys the ability to have a daily reflection. And guess what? If you forget to log your journal the next day, part of your daily reflection should be, shoot, I should have been more diligent with tracking my progress, because the ability to track progress is one of the most important facts. If you're not tracking, how are you going to know if you're actually seeing that progress? So instead of being like, hey, I forgot to do this, I'm just not going to do it the rest of the week, that next day to be like, no, I need to develop better habits, a better routine, and be more self-reflective. That way I can see my true progress or not. So it's a tool that's there for you if you're ready to take that jump, okay? That being said, when you look at the objects in the challenge, it's sleep related, it's hydration related. Yes, there's points off of nutrition. Yes, there's points off of exercise. We also have like going for a walk. That's about mental clarity. That's about just getting outside and doing something separate, but that's also about having a series of things each day you're supposed to do and trying to help everybody stay in a routine. That's what we really, really want, okay? So that's kind of where I wanted to go for this. My goal is to, a few times this week, hop on here and continue to talk about some things. So tomorrow I'm going to hop on and we're going to go over variety and nutrition, and I feel like how that really limits a lot of people. I think that people get bored with the diet, and I just wanted to go over a few ways that we can make eating like almost the same or quality foods less tedious, seeming less repetitive. I mean, we literally are all living this kind of like very repetitive lifestyle right now. So I think that's the food being repetitive as well as messing with people a lot more, but that's usually where I see people falter when it comes to a nutrition plan. So I'm just gonna go over some ideas and share some spitballs about how I tend to not let myself get bored with food. So other than that, I'll just, go back through everything one more time. I wanted to keep this to about 20 minutes, so I got 3 so I can ramble, okay? Again, reach out to us with questions. No question is too small, okay? Whether it's a Facebook message, a Facebook post in the group, because remember, a lot of people are probably having the same question as you. So if you post it publicly, if you're comfortable with it, you might be helping somebody out with an answer that they didn't originally have. Keep crushing the workouts, guys. You guys are doing awesome. We're getting more equipment. We're going to keep trying to give out as much equipment as we have, and I'll be posting a list of what we get in a bit to help out some more people. Habits, okay? Make this week about habits. I'll post something in the group. I'll shoot out an email. Remember, 3 habits this week. 1, food related, okay? 1, fitness related. 1, self-care related. Again, to go over mine, okay? Meal timing, I'm gonna set that 3-hour timer again on my phone, get that going one more time. Okay, my fitness one is gonna be post-workout stretching. That way my knees don't feel super beat up. And my self-care one is these wonderful blue light glasses that make me look like I just hopped out of an episode of That 70s Show, okay? If you're looking for something to start with, we have that PDF. We've done a bunch of plans, guys. I'll give you any of them. I don't care which nutrition plan anybody's following. I just need you to follow something, have some sort of a map to follow. I don't care what the map is, okay? Week 1, eat your meals, plan your snacks, but actually do it and pick foods for a reason, because they're healthy for you, okay? If you're ready to go on to week 2, we can help you with that, and that's tracking your protein, okay? And eventually we're gonna start looking at calories, okay? There's a bunch of others. There's like a phase 4, 5, 6, whether it's tracking your carbs and your fats differently on different days, and dieting and changing and this and that and that. I don't care about that right now. I think a lot of people could benefit with phase 1, 2, and 3 and really locking that in, okay? And the not fun stuff. We have to be honest with ourselves. What are we doing? Why are we doing it? What's our real reason why? And that's something you gotta have with yourself. If you don't wanna tell me, totally understand. But it's a conversation you need to be able to have with yourself that's gonna help you assess whether or not you're ready to go forward, what level of commitment you're ready to do, and your progress, okay? Be patient. Rome wasn't built in a day, right? And then that self-reflect, okay? Whether it's daily self-reflection or weekly self-reflection. You can base your weekly self-reflection off of the Tribe app, checking in your challenge, okay? If you didn't, that alone is a self-reflection. So at that point, you need to be like, hey, I need to be better at tracking, whether it's my food, with MyFitnessPal or an app or a journal, but whatever you're using to track, if you're not doing it every day, you're missing out on the purpose of it, okay? So I hope you all have a fantastic Sunday evening. We'll get ready to go. We got a nice lower body workout coming at you this week, and yeah, we'll have it for there. Thank you, everybody.